Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is because it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
180, 180.
From the 34. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Out.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal.
Great.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
He's running with it. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Here's Hurts. Near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 9-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0.
Project, this is what you want.
Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Zach Bond with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
So it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Off play action, Rodgers. Going for Freiermuth, but it's intercepted. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Well, you know this firsthand, partner. You get hit making a throw, you know this is a possibility. And that crowd cheer then confirmed it for him as he got off the ground, picked off, and in this case, taken back for 6 as well.
Yeah, I hated that sound.
I know.
Not only of the pads crunching me, but that crowd telling you it is going the other way. That's what you got to do to these quarterbacks in this league. You got to hit them, you got to harass them, and mistakes will follow.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And it's another miss. His second extra point has been off the mark. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. Austin makes the grab downfield. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Steelers first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Warren here from the gun. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Completed left side to Smith. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, Warren. He gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Andrew Makuba makes the play. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, it's a second pick six to watch.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Start the drive with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. A pistol snap here. Rodgers caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Cut at the 20-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Now They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those types of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the pistol, Hurts. Trying to bring it in over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that brings up 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. It's an excellent look on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's on 1st down. Caught at the 10-yard line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles back their lead to a 3-score advantage.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this. Time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. They'll motion a tight end left. To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning now from the lake. And it's the Steelers. Backed up a mile here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Steelers 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley. First down play, nets at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
From the 43. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Cade, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw, Hurts. This one's caught, Smith has it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
63, 63, 63.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers will have the football shy of the 20-yard line.
Well, a lot of throws come in his direction, and they come out quickly. Doesn't have a lot of time to step in front of them. It really takes great reactionary time, great intuition, spatial awareness to get a pick out of the slot, and he should be applauded for his efforts on that play.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Rodgers here from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down throw by Rodgers. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Again, Rodgers. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass lines up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
that paper, baby, love is on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll throw again. Rodgers. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing again. It's Rodgers. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. It's caught right side by Cryanu. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
26.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
180.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, Kim, we have to talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Great. Set. 180, what up?
They're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do. They created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to get the end zone.
All set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they pick him up again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Working quickly here.
16 yards. And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. Has some room to work. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Play fake, it's Rodgers. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. First down, Rodgers. Quick slant complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Right and inside, give the warning. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Desperation time here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
21.
by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th-quarter lead. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to a 19-point deficit.
Steelers 28. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No touch, 73.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. Now he's past the 25. A.J. Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something and breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Into the hands of Skoranek, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
He puts everything behind this one. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Very thankful that INT was dropped as they come to the line here, 3rd and short. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's looking deep once again. And they pick him off again. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Hurts from his end zone. Connects on the crosser. We set up Brock with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
Great, set.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Great, set.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Well, Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal.
Great. Set.
They'll go. Hurts. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers here off the play action. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Off play action, Rodgers throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. Boswell to add the PAT. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Steelers make it an 18-point game.
Steelers 35.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. The Steelers say they have it, and indeed they do. Steeler football. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
Trimmer.
They're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Hurts looking to throw. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Rodgers set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. Another try following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.